All right, I know how I'm starting this episode off.
Let's do it.
I don't want to say it's a perfect tweet I saw, but it's a damn good one that I'm like, oh yeah, this is the question. And the question is, why do millennials write like this? And he's talking about the Devil May Cry series on Netflix from Adi Shankar. Accompanying this tweet was some screenshots talking about Sparta's backstory, right? Dante and Virgil's father. Let me give you the rundown here on this quote here. And this is Lady talking.
Okay.
He was a demon knight, whatever that means. Big bad warrior, blah, blah, blah.
All right, I'm out.
2,000 years ago.
What? Like, there's nothing... You can't really blame much besides, like, oh, let's give these Zoomer millennials a chance at a writer job. Man, we can make so much better shit than this, dude. I'm unexperienced, I know, but I can write something a lot better than that, man. I haven't even watched it. I've only heard, like, tidbits from you. And then I was listening to one of these podcasts the other day, and fucking one of the comedians shouted out Adi Shankar with Devil May Cry, and he liked it, which made me also think, like, damn, maybe it's not that good if he likes it, because he has, like, shit taste already, man.
So originally I wasn't gonna watch it after seeing stuff on Twitter, and then they announced season 2's happening.
Oh.
It's like, well, damn, okay, if season 2's happening, me watching this show right now is not going to have any impact on, you know, if it gets a new season or not. So I'll check it out. It's only 8 episodes. They're 30 minutes long. It's not as horrendous and awful as a lot of people are saying. I think a lot of people are just salty because they're like super diehard mega Devil May Cry fans.
Yeah, I'm speaking of one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I love Devil May Cry. I think it's awesome and stuff. I would say if you don't know what Devil May Cry is, or if you don't even care about Devil May Cry, I think there is some enjoyment in here. Now, some is the key word because, yeah, like that quote I just read, a lot of the dialogue is like that. It comes from a fan favorite of the franchise, Lady, and she is not acting like a lady in this show, let me tell you. The exaggeration on Twitter is that she curses every sentence that she says. She says fuck and shit a lot. I was like, it can't be that bad. No, it's literally almost every sentence. She's always saying something like that.
No. That sounds like me, which means it's not good. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's...
I wasn't expecting it to be that bad because, like, Devil May Cry already is kind of silly. So you would think, like, that would translate well to, like, a series.
I'll say, like, yeah, Devil May Cry can get silly, but... it's not Deadpool silly, I think. Like, Dante has his own swagger and charm to it. A lot of people point this out, and then I was thinking back on the franchise itself. I'm like, yeah, Dante never really has a hard time with most of the bosses, like in lore and stuff, because he's just super powerful. He's Sparta's son. The reason he's all wacky woohoo pizza man in those fights is because he knows he's not going to struggle, so he might as well have some fun fighting these demons and stuff. And the only times is when he's serious is when he knows it's going to be a challenge, like when he has to fight Virgil or when he has to fight Mundus in DMC 1 and stuff. And like, yeah, he'll like have fun and like make a mockery out of some of the villains, like Nico in Devil May Cry 5. Like, you fight her dad in 4, and it's like the whole Shakespearean play that's going on. It's a lot of back and forth, and it's pissing him off, and it's like Dante's doing that on purpose because he's like, yeah, I'm just going to mess with him. It's going to be funny like this.
Now, does he ever go serious in the series?
Yes, he was serious in 1. 2, they try to make him edgier, but 2 is, you know, not beloved, so they had to rework everything. And 3 is the prequel, so he's young, and so he gets to be a little wacky woohoo and all that kind of stuff. And then they kind of stuck with that. Like, he's a little more serious in 4, but there's a balance there. And then 5 is when, you know, he does like the moonwalk and stuff. Like, surface level, you can see why Adi and his team wrote the show as they did. Again, it's like he feels like Deadpool in the show, and I'm like, I'm not... that humor's fine for Deadpool. I don't know, it loses like Dante's like coolness in a way.
It's not completely fucking... I mean, it's just bad. It's not like... Is it close to the story, beside writing aside?
That's another thing. The story's all over the place. Well, the show's kind of all over the place. So here, I'm going to pitch it to you, Gerry. You ready?
Yeah.
The Devil May Cry Netflix show, it has the basic outline of the plot for DMC 3, which is the prequel, so it's going to be a younger Dante, and the main antagonist is actually a character from the Devil May Cry 3 manga, And it's like, okay, cool. Look at Dante's design. It's a mixture of all the games essentially put together. Okay, that's, its own original thing. That's cool. Hey, let's put on some Devil May Cry 5 cover music that's not as good as the originals. Okay, I don't know about this. How about all the demons that show up? They're all random bosses. Well, not random, but they're all bosses from different games. And it's like, okay, this is getting a little crazy. Hey, let's make bad demons and good demons. And the good demons are refugees from hell.
Very, very on the nose with that one.
Oh, very, very. Jeez. And last but not least, a little cherry on top. Let's have the main villain, who's an established character. Let's turn him into an OC self-insert character from Audi himself.
No, I hate that shit. It's okay when Quentin Tarantino does it. But, with animation and stuff like this, you gotta do something crazy, like lick some feet, dude, man. If you're gonna put yourself in the story.
And we only know that because Audi was in an interview before the show came out, and he basically said that, the main villain, the White Rabbit, yeah, he's me.
That's your persona, you mean? Oh, man.
I don't know. I thought it was boring at the end of the day. There wasn't really anything, super crazy going on. Some of the fights were cool, but a lot of it was, I don't know, Castlevania did it better, which is kind of crazy to say.
I was expecting another Castlevania, to be honest.
Yeah, and I was thinking that too, because it's Audi, and Audi did Castlevania, but it's a different animation studio. It's not Powerhouse, it's Studio Mir. It's some Korean animated studio. Kevin Conroy's in the show. This is his final role, basically, and yeah, I mean, he was there. He clocked in. So I wonder how they're going to do season 2 if he's going to be sticking around.
Was he a main character?
Kinda. He plays the vice president, and he shows up a good amount, and he's trying to convince Dante to join the good guys, basically. And then he has the very big scene, the last few minutes of the show, which I thought was gonna happen way earlier because I kept seeing it blow up on Twitter and stuff. Is where the U.S. Army just invades hell and starts nuking everybody. But of course, they're only nuking most of the shots. It's gonna be the refugee demons and all that.
Well, at least you don't have to feel bad for watching it because season 2 is already greenlit.
Season 2 is greenlit. The way it ends and the teasers, it's gonna be something. And usually I say that in a good sense. I don't think I'm saying that in a good sense today.
Definitely one of the shows.
It's one of the shows of time. Yeah.
I'll watch it. I'll give it a try. I'll just clear my mind of any of anything I'm looking out for. Just watch it as it is. I feel that's the best way to enjoy anything nowadays. Anything that gives I would say more fan service to the real fans. Here and there, they don't show up a lot. So a lot of the stuff is just slop. Hey, this is the IP just to track in other people when it's not at all what the IP was. Halo.
Yeah.
Just to bring people in with the name. It doesn't work like that, at least with media. It works like that with food, but not with media.
Yeah, I feel another part also is that these kind of shows, it's 30% made for the fans, and then 70% we need to hit a wide audience.
Yeah.
That's where you have to do a lot of things. Dante's backstory, essentially, before DMC3, he was going by Tony Redgrave as an alias kind of thing, because he was essentially on the run from the demons and all that since he was a kid. Or some of the stuff at the beginning of the show, it's yeah, this feels more like Tony Redgrave stuff. It's oh, but we can't call him Tony Redgrave. People are going to be oh, that's Dante. And some off-screen character growth he has that's already established in the games. We have to show it on screen. I mean, I guess also another point is that he's technically the main character, but he doesn't have the most screen time.
Who, Dante?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Lady has the most screen time. And another reason everyone hates Lady in the show is because, she's actually not, she doesn't go by Lady. She goes by her real name, Mary. In the game, there's a reason why she doesn't go by that name. And the reason she goes by Lady is because that's just what Dante keeps calling her. It's okay, Lady, this and that. And it's just stuck. And, they changed her origin and all that. And
well, what can you do? I mean, how is it rated now? I wouldn't think too bad, right?
There's still a lot of people that hate it. There are some Devil May Cry fans that like it. I mean, the best thing about it is people like the show. Now they're playing the games.
Okay. Flipping it that way is probably better if you want more people to play Devil May Cry. IMDb is like giving it a 4.4, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's not the one. 2007.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, the
that's the good
the
one.
canon animated one. Yeah, and that one's definitely a lot less action, and it's more going into Dante's like serious side. And
yeah, 7.5 on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.5 on IMDb.
What, the Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just weird. Like with Lady's arc is all about, she hates demons, of course, so that's why she joins like the demon killing squad. And then there's a moment where she's conflicted about whether or not do I kill the good demons too. And then she starts trusting Dante. And then kind of like at the end of the season, yeah, no, sorry, demons are bad.
Okay. Guess we know who she voted for.
And it does that thing. Yeah, the president's dumb as hell. It's the vice president that's actually behind the scenes doing all this stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that trope.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy's vice president. His hair slicked back, suit and tie. He's looking pristine. He's a man on a mission. And then you look at the president. He's got like the bolo tie, the cowboy hat. He kind of talks simple
Batherton
to
feels.
the folk at the White House.
Yeah.
He's looking like a Pokemon trainer.
I mean, I like the animation, so I'll probably give it a shot.
Again, yeah, if you know nothing about Devil May Cry, like it's an okay time. There's some interesting stuff in there. The big fight at the end was actually kind of cool with the big bad. And there was definitely, oh gosh, I think episode 6 or 7 was very interesting. It's like the most interesting episode because it's like a flashback, but the way they stylize it and direct it, I thought was kind of nice. But I definitely won't be watching season 2 though. I'll just watch the Twitter threads and stuff. The funniest thing about the show though is it's Johnny Young Bosch. He's playing Dante.
Yeah, he is.
As Pat likes to say from Castle Super Beast, literally that's the one wrong person you could pick because he plays Nero in the video game series. So it's just weird hearing one character's voice in his uncle's body. But anyways, he's been tweeting, like he was tweeting the week it came out saying, hey guys, make sure, you like it on Netflix and stuff. That way we could get that season 2 before the announcement. And then there'd be a lot of replies would say like, no thanks, that shit sucked. And then his reply would just be, okay, cool.
Oh, man. Poor Johnny. Damn, it's not his fault the anime sucked.
Like he does defend it sometimes in some of the comments. And like, I mean, I can understand too, like, people worked on it and all that, but moral of the story is go play the games.
If you want real Devil May Cry, go play the games.
Yeah, you could play all of them on the modern console.
Howdy Shankar, man. He's just straight up what I was back in high school, middle school.
Yeah, he's just... Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen his Twitter, but if you go to his Twitter right now, it's still been pinned since he acquired the rights for the show. It's him in like a Dante quote-unquote cosplay, and he's just like the edgiest looking guy. Like, we know this guy. We've seen this guy walking around school before.
Oh my god. Open for business. Yeah.
Yep. The funniest part people pointed out is the necklace he's wearing. The one he used specifically in this image was from the reboot.
He's all in it. Maybe he loves it as much as you.
I don't know.
Or maybe not. Damn, there's this comment right here. Hattie, I respect your passion, but you're delving way too deep into political commentary. And then he just hearted it.
Yeah.
Just be less political.
Yeah, when the first trailer came out, somebody replied to his tweet saying, like, oh, so basically the show is going to be Christians, oh God, what was it? Christians bad. Yeah, Christians bad, demon good. And he just replied, no, that's not going to be it at all. And then the show came out and everybody went back to that tweet. It's like, yeah, so you fucking lied.
Damn his comments, dude.
That in itself is a bit of an exaggeration, I will say.
Oh my god, they're dogpiling on him.
Yeah.
Yo, poor guy. Whatever, he made money. Fuck him. No, I'm just kidding.
He was tweeting some BlazBlue the other day.
News come.
Yeah, and everyone's like, please no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, he's like sort of like self-aware in a way, because like the whole like meme after Devil May Cry came out, it's like If you really want to piss someone off, just tell them Adi Shankar got the rights to their favorite IP. And that's what he tweeted. He's like, give me your enemy's name and favorite IP.
Has a threat.
That's enough Devil May Cry for today.
Yeah. Man, I got some dumbass notes. There's one I wrote down that just says Silver Surfer's power is aura farming. I don't know what to make of that.
I mean, yeah, he's literally every shot in Rise of the Silver Surfer is an aura farm. He'd just be like Piccolo out there.
Any games for the new Switch 2 you excited for? I know we talked about with Oscar.
I think the coolest games they showed off was definitely going to be Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah.
Was it Going Bonanzas or something? Yeah. It looks great. Yeah, just pure style and all that. I mean, yeah, Bloodborne 2 or whatever it's called, Duskbloods.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. I've been talking to people about that, about whether or not, like, how's it going to play? And I'm thinking it's got to be like, it's weird because it's Miyazaki. He's directing this one.
Yeah.
And he gave the go-ahead for Night Rain, which is coming out soon. So that's like the Battle Royale-esque. The way I see it is, he liked that idea of doing like classes and multiplayer. Let's actually like construct a narrative for that or something. And so like the other team at FromSoft is probably making the Duskbloods.
With him watching, or with him in his hands in it.
Yeah, because also this is like, Victorian era aesthetics too, and it's like, yeah, they haven't done that since, Bloodborne. So I'm curious if like this is the stuff they wanted to keep doing, but they just haven't been able to or something.
For sure, like you said, it looks like Bloodborne, and I felt a little bit of Elden Ring in there too. Maybe that's just like the exploration, if there is gonna be one. If some blood was a big thing in the Bloodborne universe, it's in the fucking name. I don't know. We might see some similarities or some direct like descendants or something like that. I'm just wondering if like Patches is gonna be in it. If you're just gonna keep the thing going.
I guess we'll see with Night Rain, I guess, right?
Yeah, and Night Rain. Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna be. Like if he's gonna show up. That'd be cool if he did. I don't remember if I saw like dodge rolling as a skill or as like a like the Bloodborne step, Yeah, that I'm glad if he is like thinking about just expanding on not so much the world and that universe, but like that style of, I guess, world building, that would be as close as we can get to Bloodborne 2. I'm not really paying attention to people yelling or not, but whether or not it's Bloodborne, I'm like, it's been long enough. I'll take this. I'll trade in my Switch just to get the Switch 2, just so I can try it out and see what's up with it. If not for that, then for like Metroid. I don't really see myself going into Donkey Kong. Maybe like watching some Let's Plays. Oh, that Arsenal game that was gonna come out. It looked pretty cool. Mech Suit game coming out for the Switch 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff to show it off. I'm kind of glad that like it's not going to be tied to the Switch 2, but yeah, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Like that's pretty cool. I mean, the multiplayer aspect for that game, it's like, oh my god, like finally. Mm-hmm. Like I don't even think there's even been like just a co-op thing for Yakuza in the entire franchise. So that's going to be freaking crazy. And you get to play as like a bunch of characters from Zero. It's like perfect. Like we're just that much closer to like a fighting game that they could do, or, its own standalone like multiplayer thing with all the characters from the whole series. There is going to be new cutscenes in the game, but people are speculating that it's just they're going to fully animate some of those cutscenes that are just them standing there.
Yakuza 0 was already a big game, and it was really good. And this is coming out for like the Switch 2, right? They're remaking this shit for it. So, or they're porting.
They're not remaking it. They're porting. Well, no. So, Yakuza 0 is already on the Switch, I believe. I think it's either Yakuza 0 or Kiwami that's on the Switch right now.
I'm just worried about like how it's gonna run.
So luckily the console's stronger than the Switch, so it should run a lot better. Because, it was Kiwami. When they showed off Kiwami for the Switch, like the official trailer, those frames were dropping. It was gnarly.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. The best
thing with the Switch 2 is like they finally did it the stand actually has hardware. It's not just a piece of plastic that's holding your charger. I mean, luckily it's going to be backwards compatible with everything because they're still using the little cartridge. And free upgrades, I know for the first party games at least. I don't know how much detail we got about that. Like if there's going to be Switch 2 enhanced like third party games, like is there going to be like a fee for that or not? Not sure yet.
I think Arsenal might have been already a game that came out. I think they're just moving it to the Switch 2.
Yeah, I know they showed off some like stuff that's like, oh, here's the port version or whatever. The only thing I was like, this is really dumb for the Switch 2 is the Welcome Tour tech demo game, right? Much like Astro's Playroom for the PS5. It'll show you all the little tips and tricks of your console in like a game format. It's like, okay, that's cool. This one for the Switch 2, it's not free. You have to buy it, and I believe it's like $60 or something. It's like who is gonna buy this?
Yeah, I'm good. That should have been free. It's a cool concept. I like that, the fact that they show you the hardware and what makes it work, but I don't want to pay for it. Nobody wants to pay for that. Like, imagine they give you the manual, but it's like $30. I haven't been playing much on the Switch. I've just been like on Jedi Survivor or Monster Hunter, but I know I gotta finish Sonic Frontiers. I'm already like right before the last boss, but I'm trying to get everything like to the highest rank I can, which means all the like the little levels you're supposed to run through. Each level has like a checklist. Otherwise you can't get, I think S is the highest grade. Like you need like collect 5 red rings, finish before this time, collect 100 rings. So a bunch of that is like me trying to perfect the run and me just pulling my hair out. So I took a massive break on that. It feels good. It's just my dumbass can't keep up sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's not fast enough to, break a grab or block a low. That's just
especially now, dude. That sucks. Like I was at a bar last night where they hold like video game tournaments, and I've been looking at like the lists of games they're playing, and Tekken's not on there anymore, dude. They only have it there like maybe a couple times. Yeah, like before the update, which I think people were waiting for the update, but then they fucking just shit on everybody. Yeah, I feel we're all taking a break on it. We got a friend of ours going back to Tekken 7. I think I saw you on Tekken 7.
With the new Fight Pass out, I've been playing online.
Okay.
And I'm just at the point now where I'm like, I'm just losing a lot, and I'm like, I just don't really care right now. I'm just gonna be here for the customization items. But I will say, man, yeah, like it's just I don't know, it's aggressive. Part of me, I'm like, I'm just getting bored playing the game because of like the people I'm playing against. It's just all the same shit, and like a lot of just like backing away, making sure you hit like you try to attack, but they hit like they hit the faster attacks, like the guaranteed hits are always coming out. It's like, what are we even doing? Like I might as well just block the whole time.
Some of that I attribute to them being a higher skill level, but then again, a lot of it, I swear, it's just dumb luck. Which honestly, I don't know what would make me mad more, fighting against somebody who actually knows what they're doing and keeps getting the +4 every time on me, or just a button masher. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Tekken's one of those games where it's like it needs to be perfectly like on this balance point of me not to hate it, but also not to love it so much. Because if I love it so much, one little like update can just fuck it all up for me. There's a sweet spot for sure to play, and right now the sweet spot is like not there, non-existent.
Yeah.
When it first came out, it was pretty good. It was fun, but subsequently, the more people hopped on, the more bot brain players came on. Harada's still goated. He's still cool.
Yeah, there's like an emergency patch coming out soon as of this recording, but I don't think that's going to be enough for a lot of people. But damn, I just saw this April 17th, if we're going to date this episode here, Marvel Rivals is adding a new feature where you can change the color palette of your skins. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty unheard of, especially for games like this. Team shooters, hero shooters.
Yeah, Overwatch buried in the ditch it got buried in.
It's just another pile of dirt on the grave. You can cut this out, but these Chinese people love their snow bunnies, dude. I swear to God.
Oh no, they sure do, dude.
That's all I'm saying.
It's the thread I saw of when Emma Frost was coming out. It's like releases another white woman, blonde white woman, 100K new players. Is this the strat chat? Meanwhile, we have like concept art for Dazzler to be in the game, and sure enough, it's going to be another blonde white woman in a white and blue costume.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no. Man, I hate hero shooters. I hate playing with fucking randoms, dude. But they're making me hop back on. God.
Yeah, I hopped on after a while last night, and the freaking sorry-ass players I was playing with. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like, Emma Frost is so freaking funny, because it's like, yeah, it's the Gooner bait to the max. Hot, blonde, white woman, blue lipstick,
Dummy
like,
aura.
strong cheekbones. Yeah, she got the thigh jiggle.
Yo.
You know, she literally says Snow Bunny mind control, or Snow Queen, whatever the fuck she says. God, what does she say? Snow Queen, yeah, that's Snow Queen mind control. It's like, yeah, you're just a couple words off, but yeah, we're there.
I'd rather her say Snow Bunny.
And of course, the skin that came out with her, the Hell Gala skin or whatever, where it's just showing a lot of skin. It's like, holy shnikes, dude.
She got her whole torso up out of here.
And I'm gonna be honest, dude, like, yeah, that's pretty spicy. It's one of the more tamer sides of her costumes in the comics. This is the one I always remember. I'll post it in memes. Right. But basically, like, she has her outfit, and, like, you know, she's at some point she was part of the X-Men. So it's like, so we have to show off the X symbol somehow in her outfit. Yeah, they're just gonna make, like, her corset open and, like, deep cleavage, so that way there's an X of just her body.
Marvel Rivals forever, dude. This needs to stay. This game needs to stay. They need to give Venom back his ass.
Oh, that's another funny thing too, is some of the new costumes for the guys for the season pass, it gave them more ass.
That's what you need. I would love to see some under boob and side boob, but to make it fair, we need to see some fucking bulge on these dudes. All right? I'm just saying it right now. Just so that nobody comes after this game. We need some thick man ass. Damn, are those veins in those? Hold on a minute. Okay.
Oh, in the skin?
Yeah, in Emma Frost skin.
Those lines, right? Yeah, that's just to be the what is it? That's supposed to be like, you know, like the art style of the models.
Okay. More angular, I guess.
Yeah, they just happen to place them there.
Hold on. And then this one, it's just her fucking straight up cleavage in like a fursuit. The X is literally right where the cleavage is. Like, not above, but like right there.
Oh, wow.
Covering the nipples.
Yeah. Dang, I haven't seen that. That is so funny.
That is crazy.
But that's Emma Frost, man. She's always in the scantily clad.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think it's time to go back to Rivals. Just to stay for the waifus.
There's a new game mode that I played last night. For the season. And so this one is Conquest. It's your full team, and there's a time limit, but so it's either whenever time runs out or whichever team gets the 50 points first. And one kill is worth 1 point, but you have a thing next to your character icon that's a tiered system. So like the longer you stay alive and the more kills you get, the higher your level is, and then the more your points are worth per kill. So it was pretty fun. It's very fast paced. My only big disappointment with the game is going to be the skins. Like, there's some good skins for sure. There's way too many original skins. You know, it's Marvel characters. There's so many costumes for all of these characters. You know, and there's a lot of obvious ones that should be in the game. I don't want to see, you know, more than half of the costumes be original.
This might be it, but those might be the legendary skins. Like the gold skins that you have to pay for, like pay good money for. I don't know if they have skins for sale already. Do they?
So like the way the skins work in the game is, you have to buy all the skins with real money. It's like super credits. Like you can grind very hard to get some.
Okay.
Yeah, they just cost a lot. You know, it'll range from like $16 to like $22 for one skin. You know, if you do the missions a lot and stuff, like you might be able to grind that out in a good amount of time. But essentially, there's just the base skins, which are all going to be mostly original, but they pay homage to like the style of the character. And then you could do like a color swap version of it for only 600 points. So that's not bad, like $6 for a recolor. And then it's just in the shop, they'll just put skins. Like sometimes they'll relate to whatever the events are in the season pass, or they'll just drop skins. There's a lot of movie ones, original ones. Maybe like a third, or maybe a little more than a third of them are like references from the comics.
Yeah, but the abundance of different outfits with each character, you should have them.
Some of those Marvel Rival skins that like are only made for the game, it's like, yeah, this feels like a hero shooter ass looking skin. Oh, and I guess I'll say too, they do every few weeks or like few months they'll drop like a little mini event while the season is going on. And it's like, yeah, do these challenges, and when you get to the end, like you'll unlock this free skin. I forget what the first one was, but for season 1, there was like, yeah, you can get like a young Thor, so that way he doesn't have the beard. There's some like Mantis skin like currently, and you just play the game, play the modes, play some characters, and then you can get it pretty quick.
It might be time to actually fool around a little, pick up Black Widow again. I think I'm overwhelmed by the amount of characters. Some characters because they've been in the media more often than the others, but like the more obscure ones, Emma Frost you can kind of figure out already. She's like ice or something like that. But if other people, it's like the obscurity, I don't know what they do like at all within the universe. Cloak and Dagger, I was so fucking confused, man. I didn't watch the show. I didn't know shit. Little by little, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I still don't know shit. I just know the character and the moves, and that's it. But it's like that for like every other character. Like if I just pick up somebody at random, I'm not gonna get it. But I guess that's the game. You gotta play a certain character and figure them out. I already knew like Black Widow because Widowmaker, pretty easy. Diva is pretty much Penny. Penny too. It's like you think it is, but then she does completely different things, and I still have no clue what they do. And I remember people, I think just straight up, I think they've been grinding on Penny, and like they knew everything, what every move did, like to a T, and I'm like, I have no clue. Venom is pretty easy though, because he's just like big savage man, tentacles, that's it. Yeah, it's just overwhelming, but little by little, I think like I'm gonna branch out.
Luckily, there's practice mode, and what helped me figure out some characters was the what was it called? Like the elimination one, where like you play by yourself. Because like I was trying to figure out like Mr. Fantastic, and I was playing him in there. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to understand him now. Yeah, like the Thing was a little tricky. The Human Torch, like I get what you're supposed to do. I just can't do it.
Yeah, just some stuff like that. They got little gimmicks. Frantically trying to read the fucking manual while playing the game.
The last thing on my end, book wise, is me and some friends. We're gonna start another series here. I don't know how far I'm gonna get into it. I read the first chapter. I'm like, it's kind of whatever. It's called Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's a genre apparently called Lit RPG, which is literature RPG for short. What do you mean? Like my friends explained it, and I'm like, oh, so it's just gonna be like an isekai kind of thing. And like the basic premise here is like the main character lives in Seattle, and then one day when he goes outside to try to get the cat out of the tree, the apartment building just like crumples, like somebody stepped on it, and like it's just gone, and like all the buildings and stuff are gone, and like there's like this voice that's being spoken. Essentially, it's just like, oh yeah, like intergalactic rules, blah blah blah, like this company can take all your resources from this planet, and if you want to reclaim some of the resources back, you can enter the dungeon, and if you get all the way up to the end, then you get to reclaim stuff. I only did one chapter so far, but like, yeah, it's just going to be like a dungeon crawler with aliens spliced in there, and then you have your average guy named Carl with his cat.
Sounds interesting.
Some of the writing feels a little bit like what I didn't like in the Devil May Cry show, like that edgy millennial talk. So I'm gonna check out the first book, see how it is.
RPG and literature. That's a new combination of words that I've never heard of.
Yeah, I was like, what, like D&D shit or what? Like pick your own adventure books? Like what are we talking about? And they're like, no, it's just like it's just RPG, but it's a book. And I was like, so like most animes in like the past few years. Gotcha.
It's a good audiobook for commutes. I don't think this review is accurate. You would think you have to like, I don't know, turn to a different page or something, right? That sounds like it'd be something up my alley.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know next episode. I'll see how far I can get. I'm juggling 3 books right now, so that's going to be a little... Yeah.
I'm juggling 2. Well, I guess 1. The other one's an audiobook. I have an hour left of Shadow Rising. And then I'm like halfway through this Darth Maul Shadow Hunter physically.
Ooh.
I think the text is bigger than it was in Elantris.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like I'm getting through this one faster than I was with Elantris. For bigger text, helping me feel like I'm getting through books faster. Damn, there was so much in Elantris, man.
Yeah.
There was a lot. That text is, like, not big.
Reading Wheel of Time, I forget, like, which book it was, but there was a point where I'm reading one, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did the text get smaller? And there's more pages? What the yeah, it was crazy.
Perrin held off the Trollocs.
Dude.
Coming into his town.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. He was about to die, and then Fahil came in, and that was fucking awesome. They got married. Fucking happily ever after, right? I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm just gotta see what's Last Hour's about.
Yeah, I know that book is supposed to be like Rand's book. You know, because he's going through that journey and all that. But honestly,
man.
it's
all about Perrin, dude.
It's mostly Perrin's book. It's great.
Yeah, with the Shadow Hunter one, they're looking. So there's these two. There's this human with a droid that are business partners, and they're looking for, I think this counselor for the Republic who was giving funds to the I don't know, fucking political shit, right? So he's on the run because he's on the run from the Darth Sidious. Long story short, these two guys found him. Darth Maul is after him. Also, another bounty hunter. They're after him because they have like this holocron full of like whatever it could be. Like it could be information, or it could be like names of potential force wielders or anything like that. Important people want that. So right now, I feel like this book is just gonna be like they're all chasing after this thing. The only one left alive is probably gonna be Darth Maul. You know, it's Darth Maul. He really doesn't give a shit unless it's like told out of his master's mouth, which is fucking Darth Sidious, the Chancellor. This isn't, as far as I can tell, it's nowhere near Order 66. So he's still got a time before he like disappears. Yeah, so Darth Maul's just chasing after people right now. It really paints a good picture of Coruscant city, big world, actually, that like never sleeps, always lights. The environment setup it's like you're there. There's no light, even though it's daytime. You're in the streets. It's like gross and shit. There's like different species of aliens walking around. Tentacles just all up in your business. The bars are all fucking like gross and dank, and someplace you would catch me drinking.
Yeah.
And like the characters are pretty cool too. Like the droid is like his sarcasm, whatever's making him like be sarcastic is like supercharged, because him with his human lorne. Like I know these droids are pretty smart in the Star Wars universe already, but the fact that this droid feels like he has emotion and he actually gets irritated, I think it's pretty hilarious. Lorne is like he's like just trying to get his next check, you know what I mean? He's always on the lookout for the next job. The fact that he got hired by one of the Hutts, which is like a powerful family, to find this piece of information from this guy, he's like, fuck it, I'll do it. And then the fact that it became like more complicated because he saw lightsaber marks like on a door. The fact that happened, and he's like, fuck it, we'll still do it. So they had to like rob a bank. It gets crazy. Like he robbed a bank, committed credit fraud to try to pay this guy who ended up dying by Darth Maul. and this bounty hunter came in, almost killed everybody in that room by firing a rocket in like a close quarters. Darth Maul escapes. The bounty hunter escapes. Lorne and the droid show up like at the last second when everybody leaves. He sees a dead contact he's supposed to buy the information off of. He searches a little bit more. He sees the fucking holocron, right? He grabs that shit and he's like, droid, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, we only got like maybe like an hour before like security droids noticed the credit fraud. Right now, that's where I'm at. They're trying to leave Coruscant, like, head planets away. Because, like, heist succeeded in some fucking bullshit way, man. There was no way, like, it went way off plan. They did not expect, like, Darth Maul to just come in and fucking murk everybody. A bounty hunter. They don't know a bounty hunter's in play. Lorne just saw the explosion. He saw the holocron, and he's like, I'm out. I think I'll be done with this book by, like, I don't know, maybe a month and a half, give or take.
Old Star Wars stuff was so cool, man.
It's so cool, man. I can see it happening in my head. I'm so Star Wars pilled right now.
Yeah, it's really crazy that there's so much Darth Maul stuff when we only got him for a little bit in Phantom Menace.
Dude, I know. I like the literature too because it really shows the inside of his head and how he thinks. This guy is literally only about Darth Sidious, man. He's only about, like, fuck the Republic, fuck the Jedi, fuck everything else, dude. He's just ride or die Darth Sidious, even though, like, the Chancellor will just, like, off Darth Maul whenever he'll have the chance. And he knows, like, Maul knows that he's expendable. Loyalty till death, even if it means his death. And it really shows, like, it's really interesting how the author portrays the Force, especially to the dark side. It's like a gross mass of tendrils, right? When you can feel something, like when a Sith user can feel something happening like a mile away or something, or when he's close or whatever. It's like he can feel it like a tentacle wrapping around him. I'm like, yo, what? It's kind of gross, but I kind of get it. It gives me like a Hermaeus Mora kind of thing. That's the tentacle god in Skyrim who knows everything. I don't know, man. The Force is crazy. There is only the Force. I love Jedi Survivor, man. That was a good game.
Yeah, I know. I need to grab it up at some point.
It's not done. There's gonna be another story for sure.
Ooh. Like,
the ending is just open ended. I'm just trying to complete that, 100% it, and I think I'm gonna give it another try on New Game Plus and maybe a little bit of photo mode.
Yeah, there
Probably.
we go. Yep.
These bosses were insane, man. We have a one-armed Jedi turned Sith who dual wields.
Ooh.
It's cool. This game had a twist that just, like, rocked my world. Maybe I'm stupid because I feel like I'm the only one who saw the twist. I'm the only one who didn't see the twist coming, according to my friend. But whatever, man. It's a good game. You should definitely try it out. I think I'm gonna, after this, once this is all done, I'm gonna hop on Spider-Man 2. I don't delete my notes. I don't know if I ever said that before. But I'm just looking back and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
You're turning into Jeff and Gavin.
God damn.
All right, so we got some questions here from the boy Mark. Thank you as always. If you have any questions or comments, unversedpodcast@gmail.com. I'd be happy to bring them up. Post Switch 2 Direct. So he asks us, what were some consoles that you skipped until a key moment that made you buy it? For him, he waited until there was like save transfer stuff from PS4 to PS5 to grab it up. I was going to wait to get a PS5 because, you know, the launch was kind of crazy. It took forever for people to finally get it. And the only reason I got it was because I was just lucky enough to get it through Amazon at the right time. Like, I saw Wario posted like in an hour or something. And I was like, oh, okay, let me check it out. And then, like, yeah, he signed in and boom, I got it. I was like, oh, cool. But if I didn't get it, I would have just waited until, gosh, who knows when.
With the PS5, that was, I think I got pretty lucky, or I waited just long enough. Because I remember that There were hardly any on sale. There were just nothing but scalpers. I went ahead and bought a bundle once I had the money together, and it went through, and I'm like, hell yeah. I didn't really wait, though. I don't know what I was waiting for. I didn't get it day one, but I didn't wait like till last second to get it either. But with the PS4, before that was a 360, and I never really touched the PS3, mainly because I didn't know it at the time, but the party system and the voice chat and the gameplay with together wasn't polished.
Oh yeah, PS3 era, yeah.
But then when the PS4 came out, like I could talk with everybody, playing my own thing while everybody else was playing their own thing, just enjoying the presence of the party chat. That's where like the party chat just I think was birthed, or it was there and then I just joined in. I think that's what drove me in.
Yeah, I think we kept yelling at you.
Yeah. Peer pressure made me buy the PS4, but I feel like if it wasn't then, I was gonna buy it anyway, or if not then the PS5 like years later. But there was a lot of good games already on the PS4, and I was like already way sucked in. I guess the PS3, I'm not hating on it, but it like all the games that were coming out for that were also coming out for the 360. So, and I already had that, and I was kind of having fun playing on my own until I realized all my friends were playing the same games I was, and I wanted to hear everything, and I'm like, fuck, fine, I'll buy it. Switch 2 though, definitely I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, his other question relates also about the Switch 2. Are we gonna wait or not? I don't know if I'm even gonna get it because I barely touch it now, like my Switch, and then I barely play games now on my PS5. So there are some games that are exclusive on Switch I do want to check out, but I think I could wait.
You know what this world needs now? We need to be able to rent video game systems again.
Yeah.
Like for an extended amount of time, at least to play a game and then return it. Especially for you, like now more than ever, I feel like that would come into play a lot more than when we were kids.
Absolutely, yeah. Because if I buy it and it just sits there and I have to wait 20 minutes to turn it on because the battery's that dead, which has happened. We try to hop back on Smash and I'm like, hold on, guys, hold on, it's charging.
I don't know, man. I've been waiting so long for Metroid Prime 4. So I think one of the biggest proponents, I don't even mention this. Plus, like, oh yeah, I did. Like they added the GameCube emulator for the Switch.
Yes. I was impressed by some of the GameCube stuff because it's not, and most of it's just a port, but then like there are some features that they add, which is nice. Same thing with like the backwards compatible Switch games. Like they're gonna add more stuff, and that's nice.
I want the Soul Calibur style of character customization on Tekken. Every time I think of Soul Calibur, I'm like, man, that'd be so cool on Tekken.
Yeah, if we could get a Soul Calibur guest, that would be awesome. So right on. Thank you, Mark, for the emails as always. Again, that's unversedpodcast@gmail.com. And I think with that, we could go ahead and wrap up today.
When you make a sandwich, put mayonnaise and then grill that side. No, wait. No, hold on. Tune in next week when we talk about beer.